Donald Trump at Coachella in California yesterday during his rally, he said that election day could get violent and that they may need to call the military out. Now, he blamed the radical left for any possible violence. But as we know with Donald Trump, usually any weird, outlandish claim like that is usually an admission. And I think that's the case here. I think he's hoping that there would be some kind of violence to disrupt the election so that so everybody doesn't get a chance to vote, and maybe somehow he wins due to the chaos of the election. But if there were an issue, local law enforcement, state law enforcement, maybe the state National Guard, if it reached that level, would intervene, and that would be the end of it. And if things got even out of hand past that, Joe Biden would step in with the military and they would do what they had to do, and we would take care of it. But that has never been an issue that we have had to deal with on the national stage during an election ever. Now, I think Donald Trump is hoping for it. Remember, he called for his supporters on January 6th, his supporters to go down to the Capitol and fight like hell, which then they invaded the Capitol and disrupted the certification of the election, all in an effort to help Donald Trump win an election he actually lost. But then we've been hearing out of people on the right for years that, oh, don't do this, there's going to be violence, don't do that. You know, they said it with indicting him. Don't indict Donald Trump, there'll be violence. Didn't happen. Don't arraign him, there'll be violence. No violence. Don't put him on trial. Again, no violence. Oh, you can't convict him. Oh, there's going to be so much violence. Nothing happened. It's not going to happen. And this is just kind of a call from Donald Trump to his supporters saying, hey, you may have to do something, be prepared. And I don't think anything's going to happen. I don't think they have enough fight left in them. And honestly, they think they're going to go after people like us, the people on the left, the everyday citizen, when in fact they'd be dealing with law enforcement, they'd be dealing with the military, etc. They would not be dealing with, everyday citizens. But I'm not expecting any issues. But the fact that Donald Trump is out here making accusations about people on the left, I think is telling that he is hoping there would be violence from his supporters, and that somehow with the chaos and the confusion from that violence, that he somehow would be reelected, or that somehow he could use that to get himself put in or installed. I mean, remember, he was saying even after he lost, even after Joe Biden took the oath of office last election, that they needed to do something to reinstall him as president and force him to become president, things like that. So it wouldn't surprise me if this was some sort of a rallying call to his supporters that he was trying to get out there to make something happen. It's not going to work. Nothing's going to happen. We are going to have a free and fair election in about 3 weeks. Donald Trump is going to get beat by a bigger margin than what he got beat at in 2020. And he's probably going to get beat by a bigger electoral margin as well. I'm expecting Kamala Harris to do big things in this election because we are going to show up, we are going to vote for, and we are going to vote for down ballot races as well to help her get the things that she needs to get done and passed in her first term as president.